Hello guys, this is Yara here, and this time we have top decking number 1 going up against Mipasaurus Rex, and I just had myself an ice cream for breakfast, so I'm feeling extra happy right now, energetic. I'm feeling pumped, so let's get this replay started. So, alright then, so let's see who decides to go first or second. They're saying good luck. I love the attitude. So over here, top decking number 1 starts off with Fusion Destiny, Called by the Grave, A Hero Lives, Denier, and Infinite Impermanence. So going second, he has one going second card, the Infinite Impermanence. But let's see what the opponent is on. He starts off with Ashana, V-Shooter, Emergence, Moyi, and Vessel. What the heck? That is a strong hand. Especially going first, you know, it's so good. So it's gonna activate the Ashana effect to special summon itself out. It's gonna go into the Monk, activate Vessel to dump and add. It's gonna go ahead and dump a copy of the Tai and add the Adara. Activate the Emergence to add a copy of the Long Yawn. Special summon Adara. Activate Long Yawn effect to pitch out the V-Shooter, summon out the token. It's gonna go into the Bear on the Floor. Long Yawn effect to burn for 1200. Activate Ashana effect to special summon out the V-Shooter from deck. So yeah, so now even if he has something like a Nibiru, he will be able to stop it with the Bear on the Floor. I mean, that hand was playing through so many hand traps, it was just insane. So it's gonna go into the Grandmaster to search a copy of the Blackout. Normal summon out Moyi, reveal Blackout, special summon out token. It's gonna go into the Draco Berserker. Activate Moyi effect to draws into Ash Blossom, so another interruption. So he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 interruptions. Okay, it's gonna go ahead and set the Blackout and pass his turn. Super Poly. Okay. Alright then, so now he has 2 going second cards. The cool thing about Infinite Impermanence is that you don't really have to use it during your opponent's turn. You can always just hold it until your own turn, and then you get to decide what you want to hit. So I'm curious to see what Super Poly targets he has. So let's see how he plays this out. So I'm gonna go ahead and start out by activating Infinite Impermanence. I'm pretty sure he targeted the Bear on the Floor. Right? Let's see if he... Yeah, I'm pretty sure he pointed at the Bear on the Floor. Okay, so yeah, he negated the Bear on the Floor. So gonna activate a Hero Lives, chains Ash, chains Called by the Grave, negating the Ash. Oh yeah, 3400. Yeah, because he had already lost some for Long Yawn. Good thing he reminded him. Activate Stratos effect. It's gonna go ahead and chain the Grandmaster, attempting to negate the Stratos. It's gonna chain Super Poly, using the Stratos and the Draco Berserker to go into this. Needs 1 elemental hero and 1 dark monster. Okay, so yeah, that's a very good Super Poly target right here. So he does not negate the Stratos because he dodged it with Super Poly. He adds the Adusted Gold, activate effect of Adusted Gold to add a copy of the Dark Calling. Activate Fusion Destiny, pitching out the Dynatag and the Malicious. Special summon out the Destroy Finite Forcer, Destroy Finite Forcer effect. Attempt to pop, but he's gonna go ahead and chain the Blackout. So popping both of those, so nothing gets popped because he couldn't pop anything on his field. But it does not matter because he can keep playing here, since unlike other decks, on the pure hero deck like this one, you can keep playing even after you activate Fusion Destiny, you know, because bunch of your deck is composed of dark hero monsters, so you don't really care. So he's gonna activate Malicious effect, special summon out a Mali from deck. Special summon out Mali, activate Denier effect to summon itself out. Activate effect to put back the Mali. It's gonna go ahead and link both of those off for the Cross Crusader. Activate effect to special summon out the Denier. Activate Mali effect to special summon out another Mali. It's like almost like Mali was at 3. Imagine if they put it at 4, then you'll be able to summon out like 4 Malis. Activate Cross Crusader to tribute and add the Stratos. Stratos effect to add the Plasma. It's gonna go ahead and link and tribute all those off for the Plasma. Plasma effect to take the Bear on the Floor. Activate Dark Calling to banish all those out to go into the Bane. Bane effect to pop. This card is pretty good only because it allows you to keep playing even after you get any B-root or even after you quote unquote don't have any more plays left, because you can Dark Calling go into Bane. There's a reason why this card is so expensive. So attack with Plasma and attack with Bane. 44 and 3200. Okay. So he leaves them out with 400 life points. Enforcer comes back out. So yeah, he's just gonna scoop it out because he drew into 001, which is gonna do absolutely nothing. And now I'm assuming the Meepasaurus Rex is gonna decide to go first again. Let's see if the hero player can break the board once again. Top deck in number 1 starts off with Foolish Burial, Vion, Ferris, Infinite Impermanence, and Rhoda. So once again, only Imperm as he's going second card. And the Meepasaurus starts off with Infinite Impermanence, Emergence, Long Yawn, E-Telly, and the Ecclesia. So this is a very good hand. This is a very good hand right here. You can play through like 1 or 2 hand traps. So normal summon out the Ecclesia, go into Moi reveal. So even I'm assuming he does not want to activate the Infinite Impermanence because of what he revealed. He revealed the Emergence. He kind of assumed that he can keep playing from there, so that Infinite Impermanence was just gonna be wasted. So he's just gonna save it for his own turn once again. Summon out token. Go into the Grandmaster. Moi 2 draws into the Vishuda. Grandmaster's gonna go ahead and search a copy of the Blackout. Long Yawn, pitch out Vishuda, special out token. I like Swordsoul. I like seeing Swordsoul because I think this is a very fair. Out of all the meta decks, this is one of the most fair decks because they don't try to scythe lock. They just try to put up like a board that you can realistically break, like we saw last turn. Like it was broken, and they even like beat them after that. So I like seeing Swordsoul. It's a deck. It's a combo deck that's pretty fair in my opinion. So I was gonna go ahead and go into the Bear on the floor, burn for 1200 because of Long Yawn. Set the Imperm, set the Blackout, set the Emergency Teleport. So he has 1, 2, 3, 4 interruptions. So let's see if the top decking hero player can play through that. So he's gonna activate Reinforcements of the Army to add a copy of the Shadow Mist. He's gonna activate Infinite Impermanence, targeting the Bear on the floor. Activate Ferris, pitching out the Mist. So he's gonna special summon out the Snow Rabbit. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He actually had 5 interruptions because this is another interruption right here. So 1 Mist, 2 Ferris. He's gonna add the Liquid Soldier, and the Increase is gonna get activated. Normal summon out Vion. Blackout. He's gonna black out the board. He's gonna chain Increase to tribute the Vion. It's gonna pop the Grandmaster. It's gonna send a copy of Mali from deck to grave. Foolish Burial to send the Denier. Activate Mali effect to special summon Mali from deck. Denier effect, summon itself out. Put back the Mali. Okay, it's gonna link both those off for the Cross Crusader. Cross Crusader effect. It's gonna chain Imperm to that. Activate Mali effect once again to summon out Mali. It's gonna go ahead and link both those off for the Dread Decimator. Let's see what he decides to do here. He seems like he might be able to break the board, but he has a lot of follow up right here. Oh no, not that much follow. Only the Vishuda is going to be able to bounce one, but he does have the Emergence right here. So we'll see. Activate the Adusted Gold effect to add the Dark Calling. Activate Dark Calling effect to banish both of those out for the Bane. Bane effect to pop. Checking logs to see if I normal summon. Don't remember, you normal summon Vion. Are they checking to see if he normal summon? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, they're letting it go through, so I'm assuming he only normal summoned once, right? I don't know. I may be wrong. We'll see. So main phase 1, activate emergence to add a copy of Tai. Normal summon on the Tai. Banish out Long Yon. Summon out token. And yeah, they're just gonna be able to play from here. Bounce that back. It's gonna go into the Backsha. Backsha effect to shuffle back. And Tai effect to dump. Tai will dump out a copy of Ashana. Emergency teleport. Go into the Ghost Ogre, so he's gonna go into Needle Fiber right here, and then he's gonna be able to combo off from there. Needle Fibers go into 001, and then go into the Aurora Dawn. Summon out the token, summon out 001. Activate Ashana effect to special summon out the Adara. It's gonna go ahead and synchro all those off for the Yasi. Activate Adara effect to add a copy of Long Yon. Activate the Aurora Dawn effect to tribute itself. Pop Yasi. Yasi effect to special summon from deck. Summon out the Moi. Moi effect to reveal Long Yon. And now he's gonna be able to go into the Grandmaster Moi 2. Grandmaster effect to search a copy of the Emergence. Long Yon effect to pitch out Emergence as cost. Summon out token. He's gonna go into the Supreme. Burn for 1200. And this is game. This is game. Now we're gonna go to game number 3. So, yeah, that was a close game. He was almost about to break the board once again, but now top decking will decide to go first. So he starts off with Super Poly, a Hero Lifts, Mask Change, Honest Neos, and Ferris. So he's gonna be able to go into Dark Law with this. So I wonder if he's gonna be able to play through a Dark Law. And then the Mipasaurus Rex starts off with Moi, the Vessel, Ashana, Ecclesia, and Ash Blossom. So let's see how that goes. Activate a Hero Lives. Pay half his life points. Chain Ash. Activate Ferris. Pitching out the Honest Neos. Special summon itself out. Activate effect. To activate the increase effect, tribute the Ferris, special summon itself out, increase effect, special summon out the Vion effect to send a copy of Mist effect to search the Liquid Soldier, activate activate Vion effect, banish out the Mist to add a copy of the Polymerization. I like the art. I like this art more than the original art. I don't know which one is the actual original, this one or the one with the circles. But I like this one the most. So activate Polymerization to go into the Sunrise. 1 liquid, 2 Sunrise. So it's gonna add a copy of Miracle Fusion and then draw 2. Draws into Fusion Destiny and Ferris. Okay. The Fusion Destiny draws pretty crazy. So activate Fusion Destiny, pitching out the Mali and the Denier. Goes into Destroy Phoenix Enforcers, gonna set the Mask Change, set the Super Poly, and pass his turn. So he's basically relying on the Destroy Phoenix Enforcer, Super Poly, and the Dark Law to be able to pull him through, which I think is very good. I think it's very good. So, wait, what did he draw into right there? Let's see. Oh, he drew into the V-Shooter, so it's gonna activate V-Shooter effect. Who's saying think right here. Activate Mask Change. It's gonna go straight into the Dark Law. He doesn't want him to go into Monk, and then the V Shooter was gonna be pretty threatening. So he's gonna do this right now. Activate a Cliche effect to special summon itself out since the opponent controls more monsters. Activate the effect to go into the Moi. Moi, reveal Ashana, summon out token. He's saying thinking of resolution. Activate Super Poly. Activate using the Sunrise and the Moi to go into the Absolute Zero, because all it requires is 1 hero monster and 1 water monster like Moi. Okay. So I get banished. Normal summon out Moi. He's saying think. Activate Destroy Phoenix Enforcer to pop the Moi. Oh, no. He's popping the Absolute Zero so that Absolute Zero is going to be able to pop everything. So all those get banished. That's pretty good. He's saying GG. Wow. That was pretty good. That was pretty good indeed. The Dark Lord just came in clutch. I don't think he could have been able to play through the Dark Lord. Maybe like an Imperm draw would have been pretty good, but even then he could have just hold the mask change until like he had monsters on the field. So yeah, Dark Law is pretty crazy because you can't even droplet the Dark Law because droplet has to send to the graveyard and Dark Law says you cannot send to the graveyard. So yeah, this card is absolutely insane. I feel like if a lot more decks could summon Dark Law, this card would be banned. But since like only hero decks can like reliably summon out Dark Law, then that's why they're like, let's just leave it in the hero decks, you know, just so they have something to play with, basically. So but yeah, we saw top deck in number 1 win out there 2-1 with the hero strategy. So that was a pretty good deck. I mean, that was a pretty good duel. But yeah, as always guys, this was Yara here, and I'll catch you on the next replay. Take care.